G'day guys, thanks for joining me again on Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm doing a review on the Lumintop Thor 1. Let's check it out. Alright, the box is obviously nothing to write home about, but that's typical Lumintop. They don't waste time on their boxes, and perhaps that's because they delegate those finances and that money to quality lights that are affordable. So in the box, I've obviously taken everything out, but it's just that. And I will show you what I got in mine. So this is everything I got in mine. I got the Lumintop itself, and I bought it with the extension, the 18650 extension. And I bought this separately because the one that I got actually came excluded from the battery. So I bought the battery separately. So it was just these two that came in the box with no battery. Now, I'll just show you quickly what it looks like with the extension, which obviously fits the 18650 battery. But that's what it looks like with the extension. And then this is what it looks like without the extension. And that is the size comparison to an 18650 battery without the extension. One other thing I got in the box was the manual. So user manual here, and as you'll see there, 18650 excluded. So the Lumintop features, I guess, are quite simple. Low mode, 40 lumens, high mode, 400 lumens. Runtime, 1 hour and 45 minutes. Runtime, 5 minutes. Plus an extra 50 minutes once it steps down. So it will step down on high mode, and the intensity remains at 342,000 candela, which is pretty amazing. Max distance is 1200 meters. So it's obviously got an impact resistance of 1 meter, IPX8 water, 2 meters, not bad at all. And then it just gives you the size, which I will go through anyway. And the weight, 102 grams, that's aluminium, so that's the one I've got. 102 grams, I reckon, is without a battery. Now, I actually went and bought a battery just from a local battery store so that I could also run it without needing the extension, because one of my favorite things about the Lumintop Thor 1 is that it is an absolutely tiny LEP that puts out an unbelievable amount of light. So I love it at this size, and I also love it with the extension as well. I think it's a great little additive, but I love having it just like, you know, pocket size lights. Brilliant. So whilst I'm on that, let's just get the measurements out of the way. The total length of the Lumintop Thor 1 is, including the protruding rubber clicky, I'll say it's 9.5 centimeters, but without that, it's about 9.2 or 3 centimeters. The face is just on 3 centimeters wide, and the width of the head is just over 3 centimeters, and the width of the body, the skinniest part of the body, let's go, is 2.5 centimeters, and then the width of the tail cap comes back out to just over 3 centimeters. So the style of this is really, really brilliant, and I am going to do a comparison video of the Thor 1 and the Thor 3. I am going to leave out the Thor 2 just for the comparison video, but that's because the Thor 1 and Thor 3 share the same style and design. But one thing I will be bringing up in the video is that the style and design of the Thor 1 is a lot more professional, and the machining is a lot better on the Thor 1 than it is on the Thor 3. I don't know if that's just the Thor 3 that I got, and I won't get too much into it right now because this is the Thor 1 review, but the Thor 3 is very sharp around these areas. Excuse me. Whereas the Thor one is smooth as, everything's smooth. It's not gonna, it doesn't feel like it's gonna cut you or anything like that. I love the tail cap because you can hold it cigar grip and you know, light things up. It's a really, really well-made light, and for the price as well, as an LEP shooting over a kilometer, is just absolutely brilliant. So that being said, let's get into the UI for you. Everything is controlled by this rubber clicky tail cap with the Lumintop symbol there. So doing this, no momentary, guys. It's just click on, click off, click on again. So that's low mode, click off, click on high mode. It's that simple. Now I'll just move it back a bit and I'll just show you what the beam profile looks like. That's on high. So 342,000 candela on high is just screaming hot. I mean, I can feel that from here, and I've got it held a foot away from my hand. So that's the UI. It's literally just click on, click off and on quickly, and it changes modes. That's it. Not too much to think about here. I don't mind the golden rings around here, although this one spins. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's like a flaw because the head doesn't screw on properly. But I'll just give you a look down the lens of this. This light's really nice. And another thing about it, if I leave this light on just for a second, I'll try to show you the glow ring inside the lens. So I don't know if you can really see it there, but that ring actually glows in the dark after you've turned it on. That rubber ring there that you can see. I don't know if it's even rubber actually, but that will glow in the dark, most definitely. The other thing is these lights here will also glow in the dark once they've been exposed to light for a bit. So they would probably glow in the dark now after being exposed to these lights. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a shot. No, probably not enough exposure to light yet, but they do glow. It's quite a nice additive to this little guy. There's not much else to say about this light. It's a great small LEP. Again, let's just give you, so that's 18650 battery. That's the size next to the 18650. And then let's give you the size of next to the 18650 when it's in its extension mode, because it also makes it a lot easier to hold in hand when it's in extension mode, so you can really hold it a bit more grippier, although holding this grip's not as comfortable because there's a lot more weight on the end there. But that is the size difference there with the 18650 when it's set up with the extension. So I'll take you out for some beam shots, guys. Pop that in. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, still great light. Love the fact that you can swap it to and from extension 18650 to 18350. I like to just keep it in the 18350 configuration, and you have that option to extend it out if I want it, but I like this size the way it is. The one thing about this light, guys, that you do need to be aware of is that because the tail cap actually lights up in the dark when the battery's in it. I'm struggling to show you that here. I tried to show you that before, but it didn't work. But this tail cap will actually light up and change color every now and then when the battery's in there, and that will actually slowly drain the battery. So when this light is just being stored, on the shelf or whatever before you use it, maybe just take the battery out so that it's not slowly draining it, so that when you end up going to use it, you think you've got a fully charged battery and turns out you don't. That's the only kind of advice I would give on this light. But apart from that, let's take you out for some beam shots and discuss our final thoughts after that. All right, cheers. All right, we're out here with the Thor 1. I've got that on low mode. Sorry, that was high mode. Now that's low mode. So very tight hotspot. I'll put it on high. Very tight hotspot. Some of the light bounces off the objects it hits and kind of creates a bit of spill, but not really. I mean, especially not at a distance. Although it's very impressive, this light, for its size. I can see clearly into a tree more than 100 meters away with a light that is smaller than my palm, not including my fingers. So it's very impressive. Lumintop have done themselves very well for a budget light. It's quite incredible. I will do a comparison with the Thor 3, but this is just pretty special. And then low mode, high mode. Up the tree, no problem at all. Just no problem at all. Very cool. All right, so back from the beam shots, what did we think? The Lumintop Thor 1. I thought it's pretty impressive. I mean, for the size, and I had it only in this configuration for those beam shots. I didn't have it in the 18650 configuration. So you got to remember, for its size, for the 18350 battery, this thing is a machine. I mean, Thor is a great name for it, you know, just portrays strength and, you know, epicness, I guess. Yeah, I made up that word, but that's fine. So look, I really like this torch. I'm definitely going to keep it. I did just buy the Thor 3 as well, so I'll review that separately, but then I'll also do a comparison just so we can see the difference between the two, and, you know, if one's better, if one's worse, or what else we can talk about between the two. So thanks for tuning in as usual, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't have many subscribers yet, but I hope to start building that. I love lights. I love doing this. I don't get paid to do this. I just do it because I enjoy it. So if you like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And I will be back soon with some more light reviews. But until then, guys, stay cool. See ya.